Hi, my name is Will Fording, and in this speech I'm going to establish the effects of not teaching personal finance in school, as well as the effects on communities and economies. It is not an exaggeration to say money is one of life's most important aspects. Many people spend their entire lives in need of money or making enough so they can afford the many expenses of life. That said, one cannot deny that for almost all but particular students, the modern days of bad spending habits call for teaching how to manage money. This is why I chose the topic of money management in lower level schooling. I was raised in a household where the importance of how to save, balance a checkbook, and manage debt was talked about frequently amongst my parents. It's no secret that many college students struggle with their finances, and while this scenario can be applied to the rising cost of college education, arguments are supporting the fact that students simply do not understand the importance of managing money. I believe these simple but effective teachings can make or break someone financially and in turn create happier lifestyles. The school system at the state level has failed our youth. According to the 2018 survey of the states, only 17 states requires high school students to take a personal finance class, a number that has not changed for over 5 years. Not only is it not being taught in the school system, but teacher surveys found only 1 in 5 teachers felt qualified to lead a personal finance class. Data presented can lead to the problem of the school system having unqualified teachers and a lack of staff. In a research conducted by economist Liz Fraser, it was found that 38% of U.S. households have a credit card debt average of over $16,000. Fraser comments and says, while some debts like mortgages or student loans can be considered good debt, credit cards are most certainly not. I believe these staggering amounts of debt are in direct correlation to money management not being taught in school. That's why the importance of teaching how to manage money and save can be essential in helping to reach financial goals. Not only should us Americans recognize how the school system is failing the youth, but we should recognize debt problems that are hurting the youth as well as older generations. When it comes to saving, it was found that 33% of adults in America have $0 saved for retirement. Considering that most Americans need at least $1 million to retire for 30 years of living, the amount of debt is concerning, a problem facing many Americans today. According to a study from financial services companies TIAA-CREF, nearly half of Americans don't have enough cash available to cover a $400 emergency. Imagine being put in a situation in which you do not have enough money in your bank account to afford getting fired from a job or a medical emergency. This is a concerning problem that can be easily solved by educating our youth as well as older generations. A third problem that is facing America is the amount of people who have debt, and the struggles of learning how to manage one's debt can be overwhelming. It is crucial that our school systems start practicing the importance of learning about debt and spending habits. Credit card debt is a serious problem among young adults. In the U.S. alone, millennials start careers with a combined $1.52 trillion in debt. Student loan debt is the highest average ever recorded. With the cost of education increasing each year, the average amount of debt can increase significantly, which is a major problem. The importance of teaching debt management can create a positive impact on the youth. According to the 2014 Federal Reserve Report, found students exposed to personal finance education had credit scores that were 7 to 29 points higher than students who didn't take such classes. In conclusion, personal finance should be taught in lower level schooling because it has a positive effect on the youth. Financial literacy advocates for living a debt-free life as well as learning how to manage money. Being able to spend money on things one does not need but enjoy shouldn't be criticized, but rather embraced in society. I believe finance teaching in schools will lower debt among the youth and can improve credit scores as well as create happier lifestyles.